Satish Balaji. I am working as a senior engineer in ASI. I am going to take basics of BlazeDS. BlazeDS is widely used by the users who wants to communicate the Flex and Java. I think all of you use that thing. I think so. If anyone knows about BlazeDS, yeah. Okay. What is BlazeDS? BlazeDS is nothing. It contains set of service that's let us to communicate with server, and also it's used to real-time messaging between the clients and server. In Blaze, this is the Blaze how the BlazeDS communicate with the server. The SW sends the request to the BlazeDS and the BlazeDS communicate with the server and returns the response to the SWF. Okay. The BlazeDS installation is very simple. Just download that BlazeDS from Adobe Open. It's a Adobe Open Source. You can download it and place that in your Tomcat or any server, and it automatically extracts that thing. It creates two folders, metadata.inf and web.inf. The web.inf folder contains these things. This is the BlazeDS contains two parts. One is the client part, another one is the server part. The client part contains these 4 XMLs. This 4 XML is used for configuration purpose. Which AMF channel is we are calling and which service we are calling. This whole thing under this XMLs. In server side, there is more jar files and custom class files in the class folder as well as library folder. The jar files used for that message communication. I think you know Flex communicates the server via AMF. AMF is nothing but action script messaging format. Flex sends Flex objects convert to Java objects by the BlazeDS. Okay. Core features of BlazeDS. The core feature is RPC services and messaging services. RPC service is request response model. Request response model is nothing but if you have to send the request to server to get the response. For the client-side components are web services, HTTP services, remote services. All of you use that thing. All of you use that web services, HTTPs. You have to send the request, and you will get result or the fault message. It's in action script message format. Action script message format is binary code format. It will sends to the client side and it will convert the action script object in client side. And messaging services. Messaging service is public and subscribe. Publish and subscribe in the sense you have to subscribe to get the response. In the messaging service, in the client side, you know about the producer and consumer component. The producer component sends the message and the consumer component receives that message. For that, the consumer component registered in server. The consumer component need to subscribe in server. Then only the consumer component gets that result. Okay, the messaging service is like that. And service adapters. Service adapter is nothing but it's the main part in server side to convert the action script format to action script objects to Java objects. To access the data, it's using service adapters. Okay. Flex communicate the servers via channels. These are the types of channel available in types of channels: HTTP polling, and HTTP streaming, AMF polling, AMF long polling, AMF streaming. The difference between HTTP and the AMF is AMF sends the action script message objects It will sense the objects. And HTTP, we can get the result format as XMS. In that, you can use HTTP as well. If you are using secure AMF, means it will communicate through HTTPS product. Okay. Next. I'm going to show you a small sample application how we can create the communication between Flux and Java using BlazeDS. Okay.
Previous slides. Where is the game of conversion to Java architecture?
Here, service adapter is using.
Using which one? JMS Java.
Actually, JMS using for messages.
Any specific adapters to convert AMF to Java?
Actually, JMS is converting the message formats. Okay. Message.
Sending AMF related data from Flex part to server side.
Okay.
Where is the conversion? AMF to Java.
Actually, in there is some more